Matheus Cunha spotted taking photos amid Arsenal's transfer interest, while the Gunners have a clear idea on what to expect in the Champions League round of 16, and more. Latest news with Now Arsenal. First up, Matheus Cunha, one of the best forwards in the Premier League right now and one of Arsenal's most sought-after targets in the January transfer window, has been spotted posing for photos with Arsenal fans outside the Emirates. The Brazilian, who has scored 10 goals and provided 4 assists in the Prem, has been one of the standout performers of 2024-25. It's no secret that Arsenal have been keeping an eye on him for more or less a month now, with rumours of a move to the Emirates swirling around the internet. And amidst all the speculation, an interesting video has been shared on social media showing Cunha interacting with Arsenal fans outside the Emirates just hours before Saturday's game against Wolves. The video, of course, was filmed in August on the opening weekend of the season and shows Cunha taking photos with Arsenal supporters after Wolves' 2-0 defeat in London. Speaking to ESPN Brazil at the time, Cunha commented on the warm welcome he'd received from the Gunner supporters despite playing for the opposing team. "It's amazing," Cunha said. "Even though you're upset having lost the game, to receive affection from fans of the opposition impacts you and is really nice. It's rewarding to feel that recognition, even if it's not from fans of the club you play for." Fast forward to January, and the 25-year-old has become a hot topic in the transfer market. Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, Newcastle and Nottingham Forest have all been linked with Cunha, whose future at Wolves looks increasingly uncertain. He was originally expected to sign a new deal at Molineux, but talks have reportedly broken down over a disagreement on a release clause. Wolves are determined to keep hold of their star striker, who is valued at more than £80 million. However, reports suggest that the club's refusal to include a release clause in contract negotiations has frustrated Cunha, paving the way for a possible exit. Meanwhile, Arsenal remain active in the January transfer market, with manager Mikel Arteta keen to bolster his attacking options amid injury concerns and squad depth issues. The Gunners have also been linked with RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko, although a deal for the Slovenian forward is unlikely this month. With Arsenal's Champions League campaign and Premier League title hopes in full swing, a move to North London could be an attractive proposition for Cunha. Informal talks between Arsenal and the players' representatives are said to be ongoing as the Gunners explore the possibility of a deal before the transfer window closes. Just 3 days before the crucial clash with Wolverhampton, Arsenal hosted Dinamo Zagreb, beating the Croatian champions 3-0 to book their place in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Despite a difficult domestic campaign in which they currently sit second behind leaders Liverpool, the Gunners have certainly impressed on the European stage. Mikel Arteta's side have won 5 of their 7 group games to secure a place in the top 8 of the competition. But the important thing is that they did it quite comfortably. Heading into their final group game against Girona in Spain, Arsenal scored a total of 15 goals, including 2 against Monaco, 5 against Sporting and 2 against PSG. They've also conceded just 2, giving them the 4th best goal difference of the 32 teams in the competition. However, despite Arsenal's form in Europe, their season has not been without its setbacks. Major injuries to Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus have tested the depth of the squad. Saka's hamstring injury in December and Jesus' season-ending knock in January have added to their woes. Despite the injury crisis that has plagued the team since the start of the season, Arsenal have their sights set on the round of 16. But here's the trick. It is extremely important that they finish as high up as possible, even though they've already secured a place in the last 8. But why is that? Well, teams that finish in the top 8 will skip the knockout stages and face the lower seeds in the round of 16. For example, the top 2 seeds will play teams seeded 15th to 18th, while the 7th and 8th seeds will play teams seeded 9th to 12th. Teams that finish lower, such as 15th or 16th, will have to go through the knockout stages and then face top seeds in the round of 16. The higher a team finishes, the better its chances of avoiding tough opponents early in the knockout stages. So what does this mean for Arsenal? Simply put, if Arsenal can secure a 2nd or 3rd place finish, their path to the later rounds will be more favourable. While the exact opponents will not be known until the final standings are confirmed, a top 3 finish will guarantee a last 16 tie against a team seeded between 13th and 20th. As things stand, the likes of Borussia Dortmund, PSV Eindhoven, Brest and Club Brugge are all possible opponents. Interestingly, Manchester City could also be in contention for a place in the group, despite their defeat at the hands of PSG in France. They're currently 25th, but their last game is at home to Bruges, which means that, most likely, they will be in the playoffs. And just a reminder that these positions are likely to change after next Wednesday's final round of matches, but at least you have a basic idea of where Arsenal will be when the round of 16 is drawn on 21st of February. Moving on to other news, Manchester United have initiated contact with Arsenal as they attempt to lure highly rated academy defender Aidan Heaven away from Hale End. The 18-year-old, who is out of contract this summer, is reportedly considering a move amid concerns over his pathway to first-team football at the Emirates. Arsenal have offered Heaven a professional contract, but multiple reports suggest the young talent has rejected the club's attempts to secure his future. Should he fail to sign a new deal, Heaven would be available for a nominal training compensation fee at the end of the season. The Gunners are now under pressure to convince the England under-19 international to stay, with Manchester United emerging as frontrunners for his signature. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano reports that United are leading the race for Heaven despite competition from European heavyweights Barcelona and Eintracht Frankfurt, who have also expressed interest. The defender has been a key figure for Arsenal's under-21 and under-19 teams, featuring 14 times across the Premier League 2, UEFA Youth League and EFL trophy this campaign. Internationally, Heaven earned his first cap for England's under-19 side in September, but was not called up for subsequent squads in October or November. And just before the clash in the Midlands against Wolves, Arsenal have been handed a double fitness boost as Miles Lewis-Skelly and William Saliba are both in contention for Saturday's Premier League trip to Molineux. Lewis-Skelly missed Wednesday's 3-0 victory over Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League due to a knee issue, while Saliba was sidelined for the past 2 games with a hamstring complaint. However, the club has confirmed that neither player is dealing with a serious injury. The 17-year-old Lewis-Skelly underwent a scan on Thursday which revealed no significant damage. Similarly, Saliba's hamstring issue is considered minor. Speaking in his pre-match press conference, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta provided an optimistic update on the duo's availability. "With Miles, there is nothing serious on the scan," Arteta said. "We'll have a meeting with the medical staff and we'll see after today's training session if it's too early for him. For Willie, I think it's something similar. I think they'll definitely be available next week, but for this week, we'll have to wait and see." And to finish with another piece of very good news, Ben White is edging closer to a return after undergoing knee surgery in November. The versatile defender is targeting a potential comeback for Arsenal's second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final against Newcastle on February 5th, if not sooner. Ben is progressing very well, Arteta confirmed. He hasn't trained with the team yet, but he's very close. He needs to tick a few boxes over the next 2 or 3 days, and if that goes smoothly, he'll be with us pretty soon. And so with all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to Now Arsenal and check more information on our media channels, the NowArsenal.com website, and our socials across Instagram, Twitter and Facebook you can find in the description below. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video when we bring you more news on Arsenal Football Club.